I just know I was always a clean fighter. I can't speak for nobody else.
Okay. Did you help Ryan or tell Ryan he should come in 3 pounds overweight?
With me on here with you guys right now, I believe that they're going with the New York Commission. There's huge problems with the WBC, the New York Commission, and certain things, I can't speak on because I'll f*** around and get a lawsuit. So I have to be very, very careful with speaking about certain situations.
Floyd Mayweather offered his thoughts on the recent boxing suspension of Ryan Garcia. After Garcia tested positive for the illegal stimulant Ostarine, the New York State Athletic Commission revoked his victory over Devin Haney and banned him for a year. Garcia is currently prohibited from boxing until April 20, 2025, as a result of the April 20th fight in Brooklyn. He also has to pay a $10,000 fine, forfeit his $1.1 million fight purse to Golden Promotions, and have his boxing license banned in New York for the duration of the suspension. Garcia's counsel emphasized his history of willingly submitting to random testing and asserted that the positive test resulted from a contaminated supplement. Devin Haney will get the forfeited purse, according to confirmation from his lawyer, Pat English. The precise amount paid back to the promoters has not yet been confirmed, the New York Department of State explained. If Garcia submits a clean analysis by the conclusion of the ban, his suspension will be lifted.
I'm looking big. I was on tequila. If tequila got steroids, that's crazy. Nobody on my team knows how to cheat. They're out to get me, help out Gaza, protect Trump, all these things that you shouldn't be saying. Of course they're trying to get me.
Ryan Garcia defeated Devin Haney via majority decision. However, the New York State Athletic Commission ruled the fight a no contest and fined Garcia $10,000 because of his positive Ostarine test. The California State Athletic Commission's Andy Foster indicated that the suspension will be implemented nationally, with additional states likely to follow suit. Garcia's defense team emphasizes his spotless record and achievements to boxing while arguing that the trace levels of Ostarine were insufficient to provide him any benefit. Devin Haney posted a video of his joy on social media, thanking the commission and asking why Garcia's forfeited purse was going to Golden Boy Promotions. Garcia has expressed his displeasure with the incident by denying the accusations, saying he never cheated, and declaring his retirement from boxing. Additionally, he made references to moving to the UFC, pleading with Dana White for a chance. Although Garcia could have an advantage in boxing, UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley has hinted that he could defeat Garcia in a real bout, albeit one that wouldn't be simple. Boxing professionals have had differing opinions about the final decision of Ryan Garcia's punishment. Concerned, Robert Garcia said that Ryan is a big name in the sport and that boxing will suffer from his retirement and the ban.
Better chances of beating me in a boxing match than he does in a real fight.
You think he'll keep up?
I do. I truly believe in myself. That's how I got to the fucking position I'm in right now. I can box. I can throw hands. I don't think it'd be easy by any means. I do think it's possible I beat him. I'm not saying my odds are great, but I do.
Because Ryan Garcia's system contained only trace amounts of Ostarine, Abram Nova has questioned the verdict as unfair. The one-year ban, in his opinion, is excessively severe and unjustified.
For boxing, he brings out a lot of attention to the boxing world. A lot of fans want to tune in to watch his fights. So he's one of the, one of those that brings.
Tim Bradley feels that after Ryan Garcia tested positive for Ostarine during his bout against Devin Haney on April 20, the New York State Athletic Commission was overly forgiving in just imposing a one-year punishment. In an attempt to discourage doping, Bradley claimed that Garcia got off lucky and that a 2-year-to-life suspension was necessary, saying, "You've got to nip it in the bud and give life bans to stop this." Shakur Stevenson agreed, proposing a 5-year ban to serve as a model and emphasize the value of honesty in boxing.
I think that was that should happen, especially with Ryan. He's a great fighter. That has never happened to him, and that's a big amount, and that's a long time. And his levels were so low. Like I don't think that would have made a difference. So I think it's unfair, but hey, it's boxing. It's the New York State Commission. We can't do nothing except, take.
Cheat Showbiz backed the decision, saying the commission handled it properly and fairly. He underlined that this ought to be a stark reminder to athletes to carefully inspect their supplements before taking them. Consuming.
Suspension, I know that it happens in boxing, heavy fines, and
I think it should have been longer.
Yeah.
I think that if they say he was really cheating, see, I ain't really been reading upon it. But if it's confirmed that he was cheating and he's a cheater and he went in there and cheated to get that victory, I feel as though it should be a longer suspension. I don't think 1 year is enough. I think 5 would have been now that makes an example out of somebody that.
Devin Haney, the fighter who took the brunt of the fight's injuries, will not receive the $1.2 million purse that Ryan Garcia forfeited. Instead, Golden Boy Promotions will.
If it's ruled unintentional, it should be minimal. But they didn't consider that. With them not considering that, a year, I was thinking 6-month suspension, no contest. But a year, no contest, that's good too. That's good too. I have no problem with the ruling. Strict liability is in Ryan Garcia's system. And that's the way they worked with it, in a way where there's just really there's nothing really to question. There's nothing really to complain about. In the system, it sends a signal to everybody else.
Many boxing professionals had previously called for Ryan Garcia to be banned from the sport prior to the ruling. Eddie Hearn is adamant that Garcia had Osterine in his system before he fought Devin Haney. According to Hearn, Ryan's proposal to have his own scientists evaluate his hair is unlikely to have any genuine legitimacy.
is that fair, you think? Or you think it should have been a little bit longer, a little bit worse?
I mean, he ain't get no money. He ain't no damn money. Yeah, there's something really off about that whole situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it has nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck what happens right there, but man, why is it going to Golden Boy though?
I don't know. I guess we gotta ask, right? You know, because
that actually caught me off guard because I don't know shit about that.
You think it should go to the fighter though, right? It should be fine.
According to Eddie Hearn, Ryan Garcia might be suspended for 6 to 12 months. But if it is established that he used performance-enhancing drugs on purpose, the ban might be extended to 2 or 3 years, which would be a harsh punishment for a first-time offender. It might fall anywhere from 6 months to a year, he said. In a since-deleted post on X, Conor McGregor expressed his dismay and said he didn't want to be affiliated with Garcia going forward. He also used some nasty language regarding Garcia's positive test. McGregor proposed that Garcia and Sean Alley, another boxer connected to Osterine, spar and contrasted the two fighters. Amir Khan, who previously tested positive for Osterine, made remarks about Garcia's body during his bout with Devin Haney, pointing out the parallels to his PAD use.
No contest. What we definitely know now is that when he fought Devin Haney, he had performance-enhancing drugs in his body, right? Now we've got to establish if that was intentional or unintentional. Hair samples and all that kind of stuff. It's also not necessarily a line of defence with Osterine, and also by just bringing in your own scientists to tell everyone everything's okay. Do you know what I mean? You have to go through the procedure with the New York State Athletic Commission.
The team sent us an email saying that, hey, he provided his hair.
We don't like.
Since genuine victors never turn to cheating, Steven Jackson feels that anyone detected cheating in sports should be banned for life. He said, if you have to cheat to win, you're not really good and you don't belong. Jackson contends that a 1-year penalty is excessively light and feels Ryan Garcia ought to have received a lifetime suspension. Jackson has won championships at every level without ever cheating. Devin Haney's coach and father, Bill Haney, also demanded that Garcia be banned from boxing for life, pointing to his history of performance-enhancing drug use and unpredictable conduct.
On PEDS, PED, which he's been taking some sort of steroid, which he got caught with against the Devin Haney fight. So, I mean, I think he just rules that fight as a no contest, in my opinion. Ryan, how strong he looked in that fight was, Ryan looked really strong in that fight and really sharp. And the size difference was massive. So I think definitely, stuff like that definitely helps with the size difference. You see the difference between, I got caught with the same substance in my blood sample, and you can see the size of me is the smallest I've ever been. Whereas with Ryan, he was like a different type of animal. Ryan says he doesn't know how it got in his system. See, the amount that was in my blood, that it was like literally a grain of salt in an Olympic-sized swimming pool, which is nothing, not going to benefit you in any way. But I don't know the amount that's in Ryan.
Floyd Mayweather disclosed that although he hasn't interacted with Bill Haney much, he has occasionally discussed boxing with Devin. Floyd voiced his worry, noting that all he can do is pray for Bill when he acts in this manner. Bill is always upset when I see him, he continued. Sometimes the only thing you can do for someone is to wish them well and offer prayers. Floyd made it clear that he doesn't really know Bill and has never gone out to eat or travel with him. I have no reason to be angry with him, but I don't know why he's upset, he said. Floyd asked if Ryan Garcia would continue to look for attention in other ways to maintain his prominence now that he is prohibited from fighting. How do you feel about the final decision to suspend? Tell us in the space provided for comments below. Make sure to subscribe and see some of our other content on the screen right now if you like this video.